So Vodafone Idea board is considering a fundraise of 2,000 crore rupees, and the board of directors is scheduled to meet later today and finalize the decision. Remember, debt-ridden Vodafone Idea is in talks to sell 3% stake in Indus Towers to raise another 856 crore rupees. Now, what should you do with Vodafone Idea? That's the big question that we are trying to understand over here. And for that, we have a very special guest joining us on the broadcast, Akshay Bhagwat, Senior Vice President of Derivatives Research at JM Financial. Now, Akshay, Vodafone Idea, I'm looking at the stock, not much movement on the price chart, at least after the news. But although we have seen a major breakdown in the stock price, it was hovering around that 17 rupee mark for the longest time. But over the course of 6 months, it has crashed by about 48%. Do you think that at least on the price chart, the stock is finding some stability around that 8 rupee mark?
Good morning, Suyash. Thanks for having me on the show. Well, Vodafone Idea has been a pain point for most of the retail investors. Now, as you rightly mentioned, what I understand is there is a lot of buying which happened a few months back, and especially a lot of retail investors have somewhere or the other got on the wrong side of the stock when they had invested around the levels of 16 to 18 odd rupees, especially when the news of the follow-on public offer was in. But after that, the stock really has had a rough ride, and trading at the levels of 8.5, it has kind of been more of a backbreaker for most of the retail investors. Now, really from here, is it an investor's choice or not is the question. But looking at the price chart, still, it doesn't make me believe that this is more from an investment perspective. Today is an event where there is a fundraising, probably the meeting is on. But if you look at the price chart, 6 days, it's been more sideways, muted action. At least from a technical standpoint on price action, 8.75 is the level which you should keenly watch. If that level breaks, then only you can anticipate some bit of traction or momentum pickup in the stock, in which case the stock might see a level of 9.75 to 10. So this is more of a trading bounce back where you buy and hold for a week or so, subject to the condition that the level of 8.75 is breached. So at this point, there is no trade in Vodafone Idea. If you are holding the stock, keep a stop loss of 7, and at the levels of 10, whenever you get them, take an exit in the stock.